All right, another little clip of processing day. We took all their feet away yesterday, but they don't keep them out of the grass because we're totally, well, they're free range now. They're supposed to be in this pasture, but I ain't finished the fence yet. So anyway, they come and go where the pig bent the gate. So anyway, here's Tina trying to catch some. This is processing day for the white ones. The red ones got 2 more weeks. But it's pretty much how we raise the birds. They do what they want. No chemicals. No antibiotics. It's pretty gross up here because it rained last night, so they're kind of muddy. We took their feet away. That's why it's up on that barrel, so they can't reach it. That way their crops will be empty. I'm videoing, Tina. There she is. There's the boss. It's processing day for the white ones. They're all around me because they think I'm going to feed them. Took their feet away yesterday in the rain last night. It's muddy and they're kind of gross. But this is our chicken pasture. It's got a few wore down spots where I rolled some old hay. But anyway, they're supposed to stay in here, but they don't because the gate's bent and I haven't finished the chicken fencing. That's where I stopped to keep them out. Anyway, good growth over there, but they don't go over there. So anyway, the red ones are going in 2 weeks. Now this is a mix. That's a golden comet, of course. And those are meat birds. Kind of mixed in there. And the red ones are actually crowing. The white ones pretty much never do that. They never make it that far. But the red ones, they got a few more weeks. We're actually gonna do a class with them. We're processing the white ones this morning in our new setup to kind of work the kinks out. But anyway, as always, chemical free. No, no hormones, none of that. None of the nasty stuff. They do what they want. They live as chickens. Some of the chickens are pretty gross, but anyway, they do what chickens do. And they were all down in there, but they ran up here because they thought I was gonna feed them. So anyway, we're gonna finish catching these because that's what you gotta do when you free range them and they do what they want. You gotta catch them with a net. So that's it for now. All right, we're gonna try to do another clip. This one's kind of hard to do because I'm one-handed. All right, so we tell people we prefer the reds because they're not as gross as the whites. And this is what we mean. They're in the same place. That one's a little dirty.
Not bad.
But not like these. By the time they're ready to process, especially if it's been kind of wet and muddy like it has been lately, they get all red and fevered looking because they lay around in the mud and the grass and everything else. But these are the same age birds. This one's clearly heavier, but it's not substantial. I said we're probably going to run those on the 2 weeks just so we can get a class together. And we fed them, so now they're tickled to death. But another reason why we just prefer the reds. They don't sit around. Extremely active. They do good. We could run those to 10, 12 weeks if we wanted, and they're going to be fine. To where you start trying to run the crosses that long, and you're going to lose birds. That's just all there is to it. They just don't do good with longevity. But there it is, for what it's worth. Everybody's ready but me. All right. See, now I got the cameras on different sides, and I don't know which way to look. Anyway, all right. So a lot of people don't like. We got all they're all staged. They're ready to go. A lot of people do not like the knife thing. They think it's brutal. It is the approved way to kill chickens. We've been doing it so long, I guess we're probably kind of numb to it. So anyway, we thought we might try what we use on the rabbits, which is our captured bolt gun, our pallet nail remover. To see if it works on the cervical dislocation on the chickens. To see if that's better. So we just did one because I don't want to do that green on camera, but I'm not sure if it's better for the chicken or not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's extremely messy. There's blood either way because you still have to bleed them out. That's you have to do that. So normally when we do this, we wait till they calm down. We go through, we slit their jugular, let them bleed out. They pass slow. It's gentle. This is very abrupt, so they're out right away. But then once you start the bleeding process, they're flopping all over the place like any animal that gets suddenly killed. So Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, but for some people this may be more acceptable. They want to do this themselves. So anyway, there you go. So of course, started with dislocation. We want to disconnect the spine. If you don't want to shoot yourself in the finger, that'd be bad. All right. That bird's gone. You have to hold it. It's hard enough to do this with a chicken that's not flopping all over the place. I'm still getting good blood flow. The only difference is you have to actually hold it, which I happen to do on a lot of the chickens anyway sometimes. The blood flow is the main thing I was concerned about. Alright, so that one's not flopping around everywhere. That wasn't too bad. Oh, there we go.
I think it's autofocus.
Okay, so that's
autofocus.
That's a new way. I haven't looked at that camera.
That's fine. You don't have to look.
Alright, versus.
Right.
Hold on, I have a jumper here. You gotta make sure to keep their legs in there. Alright, versus the traditional way. Wait till they calm down. Can you get in there, Connor?
Mm-hmm.
Get feathers back. People ask, well, how hard do I cut? It's a little harder than what you think, but
I think that's a lot better. I like that better than I do the.
I don't know. So this you're cutting them, they're alive. I'm sure the cut hurts. There's probably no doubt about that, but I'm not sure what's better with the bird, to pass gently like this or to pass suddenly like that. I don't know. I guess that's a personal thing. So anyway, so and we're on camera. I just got pooped on. All right, so that's the last for this clip. All right, we're gonna go dispatch these. I can't talk. All right.